Virgo, welcome to Illuminated Tarot. My name is Jenna. Today I'm here to do a reading for you for January 21st through the 31st. We're going to take a look at what you may not see coming, get some important advice from Spirit, and see what's surrounding you during this time period. If I can get my words out. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, whenever you find this. Hope this message helps. Thank you for tuning in. And thank you for your support. And thank you, Spirit, for presiding over this reading for Virgo. All right, Virgo, let's see what's going on. Intuitive whispers. Get a few oracle pulls here. Get a read on what's happening. Get some guidance for you. Let's see. And then we'll move into the tarot. We'll also be ending with Mystic Force Oracle. All the decks I'm using today can be found in the description box below. Ooh, Wisdom of the Solar Plexus. And I've been seeing you really embody throughout the second half of this year. More personal empowerment, more freedom to push yourself, get out of your comfort zone, reach for higher levels, right? This whole energy that we're surrounded by astrologically in the new year has a lot to do with you leveling up, right? Revolutionizing your life, right? We're being pushed by the cosmos. So we have this solar plexus lighting up. This is a MLK energy, dare to dream. I have a dream. What do I want to do with my life? Coupled that with that, we have trust yourself. Isn't that fascinating? That's what it requires. When you level up, you got to trust yourself to have the discipline, to have the desire, to claim authority, sovereignty over your own life, your own choices. And I feel like you're doing that big time. It could be in many aspects of your life, because whenever we light up in our solar plexus, we feel empowered. And usually that carries over into everything. So let's see what's going on here. We have the beautiful hawk taking flight here. Or is that an owl? Sorry, I can't see the fine print. That is an owl, if I ever saw one. Look at that. Woo! So there's a lot of wisdom that you've gained along the path, heart wisdom. Well, my eyes are not so good. The other day I could see this. We have the third eye lighting up. So you're taking flight, seeing your life from a bigger, higher perspective. And this is about raising your consciousness as well. You could be working on meditation or just more time for silent contemplation. This feels like an activation. Very much so. Some of you are being compelled to go in a particular direction here. I don't know why I heard the word stealth. Trying to be stealth about something. I don't know why. Okay, let's now go into the tarot. I like that. You could be drawing a lot of energy from the location that you're in. I'm getting that. Some of you are in forested areas. You're rooted and grounded. This inverted triangle. It's like you're drawing energy up from the earth, and you're pulling on that, and now you're going up over the canopy, and you're reaching higher. This feels like you're reaching for a new level of success. All right, let's see what you don't see coming. Ooh, are you ever? Emperor. 8 of Wands. You're like, it is the land of opportunity, and I am right place, right time, right here, right now. Hearing all of that. Wow. Okay, Virgo. I like this. Kicking it into high gear with your personal power here. You could be taking your rightful place as a leader in your families, as a leader in your households, as a leader in your work life. People come to you for your advice. They come to you for your wisdom. They come for you. They come for you. They just come for you, Virgo. All right. Gosh, I want to go into February already. I'm like, oh, let's do the spread. But we're going to do that next for everybody. Let's just see what you don't see coming here. Okay, you are. What? Interesting that I heard the word stealth. There could be a lot of energies moving behind the scenes here. We have the sevens. This is a very strong spiritual octave when I see multiple sevens. Things are progressing nicely here. You need to trust your path. You could be getting signs through the bird kingdom here, calling, telling you, okay, be careful. It's like when you're moving through the night and you're trying to be, there's something that you're being careful with. And it's what you've been putting your time and energy into. 7 of Pentacles, it's having hope and faith in what you're building in your life and being a little bit strategic about it. I'm not sure, it's almost like there's moving parts to it. It's a complicated situation I'm hearing, and it requires strategy, planning, careful consideration, thought. But you're like trying to keep your hope and faith alive. I'm not getting a bad energy off the Seven of Swords here. It feels like you're digging deep when it comes to your manifestations. Yeah, you are. And you are reaching higher. We have the Seven of Swords in between. This is also trusting your path, trusting that your hard work will pay off. When I see this, it's like, don't give up, because the sevens go, what does it go into from the Seven of Pentacles? You're jumping over the 8. It's like, you've done the work, right? Look back and look at how much you've achieved, because you're reaching higher. And look at that. The owl is there. You already know. It's like when you have guaranteed success and it just hasn't quite arrived, but you're in that final phase where you just have to push a little harder. It's like, what do they call that when you're at the last mile of a marathon? You just got to dig a little deeper, right, to get to the finish line. And you think you got nothing left in your tank, but you're going to find it's like getting into that final gear. This is about you reaching too for your own independence in whatever situation you are working through towards the end of the month, pulling away, focusing on your needs, your self-care. We are all individuals, no matter who we're bound to with our promises and our responsibilities. Think that you're experiencing a lot of personal will and satisfaction around your goals and your dreams. And you're making you're making all the right moves. All right. Let's clarify this Nine of Pentacles. What are you reaching for? What are the owls? It's almost like the owls are opening you up and you're reaching for, some of you are saving up for a home or a remodel. We've got the Four of Wands. Some of you are reaching for a higher level commitment. We have the Page of Swords. You're learning. You got news coming in around a home situation. Good news. All right, what is this Nine of Pentacles here? What is this about? This is when you don't want to stress over your manifestations. What did I say? Be strategic, keep your hope and faith alive, stay in your power, right? Your solar plexus energy, and trust yourself. You're not trusting yourself here. There's this aspect of, am I ever going to get there? I'm working so hard. Spirit, I don't know. Do you really got my back here? I don't know. I'm going to stress about every little detail. So be careful. Virgos, you have a tendency, and I am with you on this as a Libra. We have a tendency to overanalyze situations, especially around the things we're trying to manifest in our lives. And it gives us this feeling of false control. But sometimes we have a right to stress. It is. You're a little bit stressed about opportunities coming in, but Spirit's like, just wait. Virgo, don't give up. Oh, look at that. Ace of Wands at the bottom. You've got an exciting new inspired idea, or you're going to be opening up into a new opportunity. Whenever I see the Eight of Wands, things are going to pick up for you. If work has slowed down, especially if you're a business owner, so we opened up with the Emperor, we've got a King of Cups. We got a King of Pentacles here over the Nine of Swords. So you may have a lot of stress on your plate, financial stress, it feels like. But you have the opportunity to be happy, because look at this. Just when you need it most, you're going to get the signs. You're going to get the synchronicities. You're going to get the divine guidance. You're going to get a green light. Go this way, Virgo. And you could just bump into somebody and they're like, oh, yeah, I heard about your, in business, da-da-da-da-da. I've got somebody that I've been meaning to, call you. There's going to be a shift in your financial sector big time, because you go from the 7 to the 9 to the King. So it's like, keep moving forward. Keep taking those next steps. On the personal front, you've put a lot of time and energy into a situation where you're trying to establish a little bit of independence to gain insight over the way you communicate with this person. or persons, because this is your personal life. I see that you stress out about the communication around this person, but there's a lot of happiness. I'm not seeing this person come forward. I see you trying to stand in your masculine energy and trying to take control of the situation and trying to ground it. But it's difficult. But I do see that if you have a tendency to overanalyze past conversations, to try to figure out, well, what could I have done better? It's helpful, but don't obsess. I'm getting that there might be this obsession over past conversations that lead to you feeling like you can't trust a situation or trust a person. And there's something around you, it lowers your rooted sense of self. It lowers your personal power. It's like an energy leakage. And so whether you have truly some miscommunication, misunderstanding issues with someone, it's how we deal and cope with it. It's not the fact that it's there or not. It's how we cope with it. And I'm seeing that you have a tendency to cope with communication troubles or lack of opportunity or just stress in general around the stability of a situation, money or otherwise, personal life included here. You take it up to the mind and you wrestle with it and you think, if I can just figure it out, then I can be happy. And Spirit's like, you don't have to figure anything out. This is about trusting yourself. It all comes back to you getting in alignment with you. And that's what's so hard. So wherever you're being pulled, yeah, you're struggling here because you want to celebrate. It's almost like free yourself here. Virgo, free yourself because you've got new energy coming in with this Ace of Wands. And it's like you can rely on it. You see that 10 of Wands? He's like, man, I've been carrying this load. And there's some relief coming in. Help has arrived. 3 of Cups. It's like lean on people that help bring you out of this mental quagmire. Whatever's going on in your life at the end of January, you have a tendency to take it up to a high level of mental anxiety and stress. And, problems don't get solved through worry. It just burns out your precious energy reserves for the day. So that's when we need to get fiercely present. There's a lot we can worry about in the world right now. A lot. And it's always going to be loud. This is when we have to turn the volume within us down and start to observe our realities from the outside in, not the inside out. Because there is so much disempowerment from the inside out. Okay? I heard this morning. I thought it was so perfect as an analogy. Fear is, if you imagine you're on an elevator and you have all these floors you can go to. Fear is one floor, right? Doubt, insecurity is one floor. Higher consciousness, just go to another floor, right? You can choose to I'm going to go to another floor of this. 9 of Swords is a hellish floor to visit. You're visiting. It's not who you are. You're visiting a stressed out state. And you have a tendency to go to worst case scenario because you're trying to protect yourself. But what you actually end up doing is you burn your energy out. And I get it. Whenever I start to feel like I'm overanalyzing, getting in that air energy, just thoughts that lead to more and more anxiety and worry and stress, I get centered. I have practices now that take me back. Whether I need to sit and meditate, go for a walk, sit and read, get your mind off of things. Get your mind off of things. But I do see you're going to be celebrating a brand new beginning here. There's a brand new energy coming in. You have a lot of happiness, but you also have a tendency to stress out about either the happiness staying or the happiness leaving. It's like, either way, it's stressful. So let's get some advice from Spirit. Ace of Cups, 5 of Swords. Yeah. You want to renew the love. You want to feel the love. There's been some opposition in your heart, feeling congruent with another or in a situation you've been dealing with. And it's been ongoing. I feel like you've had a lot of the highs and lows this past year in something that you've been dealing with, whether it's a friendship, a work situation, a situationship, a long-term commitment. You're trying to free yourself from a worried mind. Let's get some advice from Spirit, and then we're going to see what's surrounding you during this time. Advice from Spirit. 3 of Swords. You got to address the pain. It's in the home environment. Four of Wands, it's in your support. Whoever this is, it feels like a situation that you're enduring. Yeah, it's like Seven of Swords again. So I'm going to read this trust yourself at the end here because it's going to be a really important message. There's something that you're losing faith in. And you're going to be upset with me for saying this, but the more you have faith in yourself, the less you're seeking faith outside of you. You're so close to this, but sometimes we can get blinded by how other people are operating around us. And we get wrapped up into that drama. It feels like there's something going on outside of you that takes your attention and it causes you pain. And it's something close to home around your support system. It's causing pain. I think that until you address these wounds of distrust, this is going to continue. And so Spirit's saying, you need to look at your own empowerment here, your own wisdom within you. And trust yourself, Virgo. Actually, they want me to read this right now, and then I'm going to see what's surrounding you. Number 26 moves into 8. It's the next step. This is what they're asking you to do. Trust is not given, it is earned. This applies to other people, but also to yourself. Do you trust that you will make the right choices for yourself? Do you trust that you will guide yourself away from trouble and onto the right path? If there is even a small doubt, let's work on earning back your whole trust. Ultimately, no one knows you better than you know yourself, so you must strengthen your internal trust to feel empowered in the world. What does trust really mean to you? Safety, truth-telling, etc. When you learn your own definition of trust, you can then begin to build on it. By trusting yourself, it is much easier to trust the world around you. Exactly what I was saying. And here's an exercise. I think it will help you during the end of the month. Trust is a practice of truth-telling, and when you turn that practice inward, it also becomes a practice of getting to know yourself better. Ask yourself these questions. Who do I trust most in the world? Why do I trust that person? How does that trust make me feel? How can I trust myself more fully? Yeah, I feel like you may not feel safe in a situation that you are still attached to. I think that you are trying to decide how to clear up the way this feels because it's not sustainable for you. I'm not here to guide you on leaving a situation, staying, but transforming, transmuting the stress and anxiety you seem to be under here. Let's look at what's surrounding you. Okay. You got a breakthrough, in other words, at the end of the month, if you so choose, around trusting yourself more. Hey, and I don't have a lot of Virgo in my chart, but this will apply to anyone. That's what I love about readings. There's always something useful here. Doesn't matter your placements. You're teaching everyone a lesson. When we trust ourselves more, we can move through the world with less anxiety and stress. Okay. I'm going to get to, I'm going to go to the Hermit in the deck, and I'm going to find out the masculine and feminine energies surrounding you. We got the World that wanted to pop out. So Spirit's wanting you to know you're wrapping up this cycle. There's been massive lessons here for you on the path. All right, now let's go to the Hermit. I'm just going to find it real quick. And we're going to see what's surrounding you. The left side of the brain is the masculine side. And the right side of the brain is the feminine side. And that's why I'm choosing left and right. Okay, we're going to go over here. Well, we've already passed by the Devil, so we don't have to worry about that. So at least it's not that bad, right? Where you feel really, really stuck. It could just be what feels like a little bit of a snag. All right. Goodness. It's like, yeah, this is interesting how I think this is the hardest it's been for me to find the Hermit for this series. And it's probably because you're probably having a hard time finding yourself with the circumstances that you're in. Did I pass it? Oh my. Where is the Hermit? This is fascinating to me. It's like I can't find your energy. And that's a message in itself, right? I can't find your energy. That's so strange. That'd be funny if somehow I lost the Hermit. Don't lose yourself, okay, in this? Don't lose yourself in what you are dealing with. This is about trusting your path, trusting yourself. Maybe I passed it in the other day. Oh, there it is. Gosh, that took me 2 passes. So you may be dealing with a situation that's been ongoing up and down, and it's like you keep coming back to it, okay? And missing the mark. So it's like practice, practice. All right, let's see. The 3 cards near you here on the masculine side, we have, I'm going to put these here. We'll put the Hermit in the middle. This will be easier so I can show you. Okay. Masculine side of energy. We have the Chariot, the Justice, and the 7 of Swords. That dang old 7 of Swords. It's a sneaky mofo. All right, now, you're trying to move past some trust issues and bring balance into a situation and also to yourself. The more you find equilibrium within your emotional state, emotional equilibrium, justice, balance, the more you'll be able to move past these trust issues. This is your masculine energy. Spirit wants you to move forward. And what the Chariot does embody, for the most part, it's about calm emotional waters and then having discernment through emotional clarity that comes from being calm and approaching making decisions. So if you've had a tendency to make decisions from a high level of stress, it's not the best time to make the decision. So this is about getting more emotionally regulated and listening to your intuition. There's some sort of karma here that you're trying to move past. It feels like a karmic kind of lesson here. I do feel like you've got an energy around you that you're trying to balance out things with and move forward. But there's something about the situation that has been hard for you, for the 2 of you. But there is an opportunity to clear this up, have some conversations. Now, on the feminine side, we have the 9 of Cups, the 2 of Swords, and the 5 of Wands. Yeah, this is the crossroads when we need to make ourselves happy, and you may be yielding too much to another person's will. Because 5 of Wands is my power card, my power struggle card. You could be in some sort of power struggle with another person. And, at the end of the day, you can yield, but if you start sacrificing too much of yourself, silencing yourself, you start to make yourself really stressed out and unhappy. There's an opportunity for you to give yourself what you need at the end of this month, overcome whatever challenges and obstacles, you're like, they're coming at you, shoom, shoom, and she's like getting her hair all twisted up. And then you feel like, you're trying to see things from a higher perspective here. So your feminine energy is stepping in, male or female, and it's saying, this is about balance. See how she's balancing the cup on her head? And she's in her Zen mode. Like I tell people, when you get all twisted up in a situation, you got to go back to your Zen alliance within you. This is your relationship between you and you. You fortify that no matter what comes at you, whatever triggers you. You recognize it, you see it, you don't let it own you. Because it looks like you have someone around you that wants to push buttons. Because that's how they get energy. Right? And I know it's not healthy. And I know it hurts. And you're trying to move past it. You could have had an incident where the trust was lost. And you're like almost hypervigilant, looking for more evidence to prove this person can't be trusted. But again, what I said about trust yourself, work on that. And you raise your vibration to a certain level, these energies will fall away. It'll become at least more clear. The path will be more clear. So Spirit wants to acknowledge that you have been going through a massive block around a power struggle. And this is about you finding personal satisfaction on your own, which you're going to achieve if you soften to yourself and try not to solve it through the mind and trust your intuition and overcome this. Okay. I know it's not easy. You're doing the work, but you are wrapping up some sort of cycle where you may have had a tower. A tower may have fallen, and you're reassessing and reevaluating 7 of Pentacles. How to come out of this power struggle? 5 of Wands. And it's causing you 9 of Wands. Repeating message here. So this is around either money or a long-term commitment. Now we have the Queen of Pentacles. It could be somebody you've been dealing with for a while, and it's just like you're seeing a repeating pattern, and it's like you're ready to pull your hair out. So let's get some Mystic Forest Oracle cards to finish this off. I see you navigating this and increasing your skill set around going inward and not letting something allow you to emotionally dysregulate, nervous system overload. It's a practice skill And trust me, this is taking me a lifetime to, when I get rattled by something or triggered, right? We call it a trigger. That trigger will own you if you let it. So this is coming off of a triggered response and changing how you respond to it and react to it. No debate, starlight. Yeah, they're trying to give you hope amidst the confusion. No debate. You don't need to do anything to be more worthy. You are valuable regardless of your circumstances. You always have been and always will be. It's not up for debate. Yeah. Shine like a diamond, Virgo. You have so much going for you. You do. It's time to empower yourself in the situation and trust yourself. Don't slow down manifestation through hesitation or worry. Keep the faith and create light in the dark. The path of the stars is made by the same energy. Yeah. So the star, I feel like there's going to be a shift in Aquarius season. A lot of you're happy. It's like you're happy with what you've created, but there's this big manifestation you've been waiting on. And I was telling another sign this. When you get these little signs, these numerology numbers, these little synchronicities, and you're like, I keep seeing them, but nothing's happening. No changes. Thank you. No, thank you. And you're not sure how to take it. Usually, if you start to see these over a long period of time, it just means it's a bigger manifestation. I call it, catching the bigger fish. It takes a little longer for the bigger things to arrive. And Spirit's trying to send us these little reminders. Hey, you're on the right path. You're on the right path. Keep going, keep going. And just know that these signs you're getting, they're here to help fortify your faith, right? So you trust your path. This is between you and you, some of the work that you're doing. And I know that you're going to get through this time. They're trying to send you these beautiful signs that it's about you making yourself happy. No one else can take that away from you unless you let them. Okay? I hope this message helped. I'm sending love, Virgo. Take care.